Hello girls, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about having colorist friends. For me, having colorist friends is the same as having racist friends. Before we start, a little disclaimer: colorism happened in all communities that were colonized by Europeans. In the black community, there is a distinction between lighter skinned black people and darker skinned black people, but colorism can also happen between two lighter skinned people or two darker skinned people. The concept of colorism is simply based on who is lighter. You will see in my video that my opinion is different because, as I always say, this is not a place for victimization. Here we take accountability for our destiny. So we will react to a few videos from TikTok where black girls talk about their experiences.
Our conversation with my friends, and they basically told me that they stopped inviting me out places with them because they didn't like how much attention I was getting as the light-skinned friend. So naturally, I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they're basically telling me that every time we go out, I'm always the first person that people come to speak to, like before the rest of them. And honestly, that's something that I never paid attention to just because I have my own man. So it's like I don't even be interested in that type of stuff. Like I really don't be paying it on mine. Every time
The first thing I want to say is that she waits for her friend to push her out of the group to finally see that her friends were jealous and envious of her. In my opinion, it's not because her friends, because she is light-skinned that men approach her. Maybe she's simply prettier, or maybe she has more confidence and project a stronger energy. One more time, her friends associate blackness with ugliness and negative stereotypes.
we go out and someone tries to approach me, they will like jump in front of me and be like, no, you can't talk to her like she has a man, like before I could even open my own mouth to say like, no, I'm not interested, I have a man. But I never chalked it up to being like a colorism type of thing. Like I'm very aware that colorism exists. Like I can't help the color of my skin. And this is honestly the first time in my life that somebody has told me like to my face, like, this is how we feel about you, we're gonna stop inviting you out. Like, so
She can't pretend colorism doesn't exist. I don't understand why she is surprised. Racism exists, so of course colorism exists too. Furthermore, I think this situation is actually a good lesson for her. She needs to learn to choose her friends better and recognize red flags. A friend who jumps in front of you and speaks for you when a man approaches is not a friend, she's an obvious person.
it's not like I'm trying to like not acknowledge anybody's feelings about this, but I'm just really taken aback. Like I don't know what to think about this situation. Like, oh yeah, you didn't do anything wrong, but we can't have you around no more because of your skin color. Like I hate that anybody in this world will have to experience colorism. I don't support that. I don't think it's right. I just don't feel like I should be cut off because of other people's sick way of thinking.
Obviously, you shouldn't cut people off because of your skin color, but I actually see this as a positive ending because now she can find better friends who are not jealous of her or using colorism to put her down. As I said, the lesson she needs is choose your friends carefully because you become the average of the people around you. The second video is a more longer story. We will talk about that.
So weird because why is my friend of 5 years mad that a guy chose a dark skin instead of a light skin? Okay, let's get to the story time. So I used to have this friend. We're not friends anymore, not because of a boy, but because of her father. If you want to know about that story time, let me know. So this is 12th grade year. Like this is the moment, our last time being a teen, last time doing fun stuff. So we would do like 4-mans, 3-mans or whatever. But I couldn't do it at first because obviously I had a boyfriend at the beginning. So me and my boyfriend broke up. I broke up with him. I just felt like he wasn't dominant enough. When I would get in arguments with girls, he would just be like, oh, look what they said about you. Instead of just being like, hey, stop talking about my girl. Then he would just like, if they asked for a pencil or a pen or like a charger, he would just give it to them. So that really irked my soul. It was more to it as well. His mom's racist. It was just a bunch of stuff. Anywho, so we would go into 2-man, 3-man, 4-man. This is when I was single now. And this specific boy liked me. Like, he's like brown skin, probably people would say light skin, but I say brown skin. And my friend, my other friend, so we're gonna name 2 friends. The friend that is colorist named Strawberry, and the friend that's not
a racist boyfriend and a colorist friend. Once again, she doesn't know how to choose her friends or her partner.
Chestnut and Strawberry were at McDonald's. It's like after a basketball game, everybody goes to McDonald's after a basketball game. So we both wanted the same boy. Me and Strawberry both wanted the same boy. So Chestnut did something. She said, okay, let me call out one of your names and see which, like, if he'll turn his head. So she said Strawberry, blah, 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 blah. Strawberry, blah, blah, blah. He did not turn his head. So she said Naisha. Oh, he turned her head. Yeah, he turned his head. So we confirmed that that was gonna be my guy. She did not take that lightly. Till this day, she still says, oh, he's missing out on you. Babes, if he wanted you, he could have had you. I'm confused. If anything, you should be thinking me that you dodged a bullet. He's not that great of a guy. Then after me and him stopped talking, I said, okay, let me go to someone else. So this guy, he said, oh, do you have like any dark-skinned friends? Mind you, we tried to put him on with her specifically because like she didn't have no guy. I had already a roster of like 5 people. Mind you, this is like after I broke up. Before I went out with my ex-boyfriend, there were guys coming up to him saying, hey, like, how did you get me, yada yada you. Mind you, I didn't know I was that pretty. I never considered myself that pretty. So when he would tell me that guys would just come up to him in the bathroom or in the hallway just saying stuff like, oh, why are you with her, blah blah blah.
The poor Strawberry. Of course, I'm being ironic. This also happened to me. A friend liked a guy, but the guy liked another friend. It's an awkward moment because it's nobody's fault, but you still don't know how to act.
That pretty. I never considered myself that pretty. So when he would tell me that guys would just come up to him in the bathroom or in the hallway just saying stuff like, oh, why are you with her, blah blah blah, I was confused. I was like, I never had this attention. I was so confused. But it's mainly because I had such a big roster. Anyway, fast forward. We tried to put him on to her. He was like, no, I want her. They were talking about me. And I'm just confused. It's like, how do you know me? Like, I didn't show no pictures or nothing, but I'm guessing Chestnut is so popular that our group became popular, if you know what I mean. So this really alarmed her because she clearly had no guy that wanted her. So this became envy. Oh my god, the slick comments that she would make is stupid. Whenever I would talk to a guy and I'd be like, oh, he's just being so nice to me, yada yada you, she would never text in our group chat. She would never say stuff like Chestnut and my other friend, let's call her Bailey. Chestnut and Bailey would be like, oh my god, this is so sweet. She is so silent. But whenever I go in the group chat and I'd be like, oh my god, he stopped talking to me, she's the first one to come and be like, oh wow, well, we don't need boys. Where were you when I was spreading these good affirmations? Were you just praying on my downfall? Like, I'm so confused. She was just so envious and I never got it until I forgot that this girl had a huge crush on me since 2020. She's been trying to get with me ever since. So I'm not really sure if this was envy or jealousy. It could have been both. Honestly, it could have been both. Literally, when I would try to put her.
But if a guy likes you because you are pretty, that means you are simply prettier than your colorist friend. Nobody chose her, for example, as a proof. Again, this story is based on jealousy fueled by colorism. I hope she learned her lesson, choose better friends. You can't complain about toxic friends when you choose them. This is why I watch videos of black girls complaining about racist or colorist friends. I ask myself, why did you choose to hang out with them? In that video, I often see generalization in videos and also comments. Mixed people are colorist, lighter skinned black people are colorist, dark skinned people are jealous of their privilege, na. This only divides our community because outside the black community, the rest of the world sees us all as black, and we all deal with racism. This is why we also carry responsibility when we choose toxic friends. It is your choice, and remember, you become the average of your friends. It always ends up with colorist people. Maybe you also have colorist or insecure thoughts about yourself. The more insecure you are about your skin tone, the more you will attract insecure or toxic people. For example, my ex-best friend was so light-skinned she could pass as mixed, but she had low self-esteem about her blackness. She even called herself mixed, or I thought she wasn't. She believed all her beauty come from being light-skinned. She was insecure, but she never brought dark-skinned people down. She was insecure, but not really colorist. She had a crush, not really a boyfriend, more like a teenage crush, who was also insecure about his blackness. He was half Arab and half black, whereas without his dad, and I think his Arab family was racist. He was colorist and constantly put black women down. I discovered this when my friend come to us smiling and say, "My crush told me he will never date black women," and she was lying. I wasn't surprised. She was insecure about her blackness, so of course she attracted insecure people. The fact that this colorist guy liked her despite her blackness reinforced her belief that she was a prize because she was lighter skinned. And on top of that, he was tall, older, and a bad boy. Colorists add to bad boy is equal to bad combination. She suffered a lot because he already had a girlfriend and she was basically his side chick. But don't worry, she cut him off and now he's the one chasing her. The lesson here is if you are toxic, insecure, or colorist, you will attract toxic, insecure, or colorist people. Your environment reflects who you are. So pay attention to who you hang out with. And if you are afraid to cut toxic people off because you fear being alone, understand that you choose to Understand that you choose to stay. Being alone can be hard at first, but eventually you come out more mature and more confident. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you in the next video. Cheers!